Yo, 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 it's Friday. Hey, hey, what's going on, everybody? Good to see you. Good to be back. Good to have you all here on this awesome Friday. Today, guys, we're looking into Delphi. Let's go back to the beginning. There's some new stuff coming out that we really need to take a look at, and I'm so excited to do it with you. Let's get this show on the road right about now. Haha, what's happening? Welcome back. Good to see you all. Thank you for joining me today. Yip, yip, yay. It's great to be back, guys. Super excited to be here. I've missed you all so very much, and I apologize. I was supposed to be live last night, but my lazy rear end fell asleep watching a movie with the family. I'm so sorry. I fell asleep and woke up around 1 or so, maybe a little sooner, but still, it was too late at that point. So I'm sorry. I will make it up somehow, I promise. I'm just super excited to be here now with you guys. It's been a lot of crap going on lately, and I've gotten out of the groove and just been a mess. It's time to get back into the groove and do our thing, folks. I miss it. I miss it, miss it, miss it. Super happy to be here. Mama Bear said she may be jumping in. She's in the chat right now, but she may be jumping in, like, up here with me a little bit later. So here we are. And again, like I said, we're going back to Delphi, folks. As you all very well know, there's been some. I see that, Katie. I think it's cool. There's been some pretty wild things going on in Delphi, I guess you could say. Popping up all over the place now. So here we are looking back into it. We're going to go back kind of to the beginning and re-enlighten everybody with it. Just a quick thing. We're going to watch a video today that kind of brings it all together. And then from there, we're moving forward. There's a lot to move forward with. So and I'm like super excited to do it with you guys. That's a fact. So today is just kind of the jump starter, folks. I said that a couple weeks back with the other one, and then all this stuff happened. So but we are moving on from that and moving forward as we do with the good stuff. All of you all, I am super excited for that. Feel good. My energy's coming back. And it's that time. We got to get things in order and rolling like they need to be. So, awesome, Miss Lisa. Good to see you. So, by the way, let's see who we have here gracing us with their presence today. Of course, the awesome, amazing, and lovely Miss Lisa with Crimes Under Investigation. Thank you for being here, Miss Lisa. Miss Sherry, Wisdom Speaks. It's so great to see you, Miss Sherry. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for that as well. Also, Miss Katie Quarters, thank you for joining us today. Great to see you. Miss Nellie B, welcome back. Always a pleasure to see you. J Lit, what's going on, sis? Good to have you here. SRB, what's going on, my dear? Good to see you. Miss Crystal, welcome back. Great to have you here. Dinky, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Good to have you here. Thank you for joining us again. Great to see you guys. The Canadian cat lady, the sweetest lady on the planet. It is so nice to see you, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us today. So great to have you here. Miss Crystal, good to see you. Daisy Dead, always happy to see you, dear. Welcome back. Party of Five, what's going on? What's going good in your life? Good to see you here. Thanks for joining us. Sorry, I stuttered over myself. Of course, Crime Time with Mama Bear in the chat for right now. Will be joining us here just a little bit later. Let me see here. Miss Kyla Delilah, great to see you. Thanks for joining us. Fallon, what's going on? Good to see you too. Frankie Mancini, welcome. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us today. DS, great seeing you. Thanks for being here. Good to have you. Miss Cassie, good to see you, dear. Always a pleasure. Woman Power 101, welcome back. Great to have you here. Andy Kane, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. The 360 Life, thanks for being here. Always happy to see you. Doodlebug, welcome back. Good to have you here. The Karma Police in the house, guys. Behave, please. DS, good to see you. Let me see. Dakota Parker, welcome back. Great to see you. Great to have you here. I think that's it, guys. Don't Die 509, the Raging Cajuns in the house. Good to see you. Good to have you here, my dear. Always happy to see you. Robert Bell, welcome back, brother. Good to see you. Rita Boston, thank you for joining us today. Absolutely. Thank you, Rita. I appreciate that so very much. Again, thank you for that, Miss Sherry. This channel is 100% crowdfunded, folks. I don't care what anybody says. Again, that's why we post these links, guys. That helps me pay the bills so that I can come out here to do this for you guys every single day. Takes care of the StreamYard, the internet, and the YouTube Premium, and all that other fun stuff. So anybody that would like to donate to support that, you are so very appreciated. It is not mandatory, but it is so appreciated, folks. Thank you so very much for that. And again, thank you, Miss Sherry. Gene Anderson, welcome. Good to see you. Thank you for being here today. Nat Cat, welcome back. Great to see you. I think there's somebody else jump on in here. Maybe not. Maybe not. Come on in, guys. Please come on in. God, I want to say to you is good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, because you're all over the place, folks. I don't care what it is. I hope it's good for you because it's good for me to be here with you. And again, I am super excited to be back here with you guys. Super excited, guys. Please come on in. Find a place to sit, if you will, and get comfortable, folks. Again, thank you for that, Miss Sherry. Guys, if you will, please check out that link there for the lovely Miss Crimes Under Investigation. Miss Lisa Bevins, she is such a huge part of this family here. A very important part of this channel as well. We really do love and appreciate her so much. So go check it out. Show some love. Subscribe over there. You will not be disappointed. I can promise you that. Oh my goodness gracious. SRB, what are you doing? You didn't have to do that, but thank you, my dear, so very much for that 1999 first super sticker of the day. You are a doll, and I appreciate you so very much. You have no idea. I really, really do. Really, really do. You're amazing. Thank you for that so very much. Miss Pamela's in the house. Polly Pepper, how are you, Miss Pamela? Welcome back. Good to see you. Good to have you here. Yes, thank you so much, SRB. I appreciate you so very much. So much you get another dance. There you go. Hey, hey. TGIF. And guys, fingers crossed. Pray to God. We're going to be live tonight, too, guys. And it's going to be more of a, since we didn't do our typical supernatural thing on Friday, I needed to catch up, guys. I've missed out on so much. I needed to catch up. So we're going to do this during the day today. And tonight we'll do whatever we do. Who knows? It may be a surprise, but we're doing something tonight. That's a fact. Make sure you guys keep me awake all day so I don't fall asleep again on my lazy arse. Okay? Damn, I'm excited to be back here with you guys. I missed you guys so very much. I have had some crazy days, some really crappy days because I ain't been here. Told you guys it's the highlight of my days, and I have not been happy about it. So, my brother, J Rod, on point. What's going on, bro? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us, brother. Guys, check it out. If you haven't, J Rod on point, great channel. This is my neighbor, basically. Both living it up in the state of Ohio. Check them out, guys. You will not be disappointed. Once again, J Rod on point. Please, if we can, drop the link, mods. Somebody somewhere, drop that link, please. I appreciate it. This man supports this channel 500% and has my back with everything that's happened and everything that ever does happen. This man's got my back. So much love and appreciation, J Rod. We appreciate you so very much, sir. New channel? Oh, damn. I'm sorry, bro. It's okay. That's quite all right. We got to get you back up there. That's all we got to do. No problem. No worry. Miss Heather's doing okay. Last I spoke to her, she's doing good. She will be back soon. Don't worry about it. There's the link right there, guys. Thank you, SRB. I appreciate you. And all you mods in here, thank you so much for everything you do. I got some amazing moderators in here. These people have walked me through the coals, folks. Hand in hand, walked me through this mess I just dealt with. Hand in hand. And here I am on the other end of that tunnel with all of them right behind me, guys. I'm telling you, these people are beautiful. All of you are beautiful, but these guys love me. There's no doubt about it. I couldn't have been here right now because of these guys. I almost quit, folks. I'm promising you. It's a fact. They walked me through it. And a couple other very, very wise people. Hopefully, I hope to see them in here soon. That's right. Great team in here, the Meatball Mod Squad. These guys are the shit. Period. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Anything you need, brother. Come on in, guys. Grab your coffee, tea, whatever it may be. Please, if you will, grab a seat. Come on and sit down. Have a conversation with me because it is what I love. Cat K, good to see you, my dear. Good to have you here. Miss Carolyn Miller, always a pleasure. Good to see you. We got 74 peeps in here, guys. 39 likes. Let's make it match. Absolutely. We got you back. J-Rod, no worries, brother. Night Owl, good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. because I'm muted because I'm an idiot. Again, guys, 25 more days till Halloween. I love this thing. My wife just got this for me. Pretty neat. Keep it right there. I fixed it. I know I'm muted. I always do that. Vicky Young, good to see you. Guys, on your way in the door, if you will, please, please, please leave me a little bit of DNA on that like button. I greatly appreciate that if you can. I really do. Firefly in the house. What's going on, darling? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Looks like the gang's all here. The gang's all here. I appreciate you all so very much. Vicky Young, of course. Where is Miss Salty Sleuth? I need her here. I do. I do. I do. I do. There we go. There we go. We got the jack o' lanterns going. Halloween is coming. I gotta get us in there for a movie night in the Discord, folks. I really do. Really do. I gotta get you guys to pick a good, well, for those of you that do the scary movies. Sometimes something, there she is. Salty's in the house. What is going on, my wonderful friend? Thank you for being here. It is great to see you. Boom. Rowena Moses, good to see you. And again, congrats and welcome to the team, Salty. It is great to have you here. Great to have you on this team. We really appreciate you so very much for all that you have said and done for me. Thank you. And God bless. I hope that went through. If you could type something in the chat so I can make sure. It's that North Carolina mountain man. What's going on, bro? Good to see you. Just had SWAT bust in a neighbor's house and arrest a man that just, geez, that's interesting. Interesting. Did it take, Salty? Did it take? Let's try it again. Sorry to hear that. It doesn't look like it took. Won't let me finish it. What's up with that? You're driving. Oh, do you have to accept it? Is that what it is? Okay. All right. No problem. We'll do it again if we need to. No worries. But anyway, welcome, Salty. It's great to see you. And again, there's one more here. Oh, wait a minute here. Let me see something here. All right. All right. Come on in, everybody. That's what I thought, Salty. It's okay, dear. Whenever you can, we'll get it set and fixed. But welcome to the team, my dear. It's great to have you here. I appreciate you so much. Your wise and kind words over the past week or two have really, really taken effect with me, and I really appreciate you so very much. So Salty is joining the team as a moderator, and we do appreciate her. And I know she'll be amazing. So whenever you can, we'll get that worked out. All right. Of course he is. What a sad little man. All right, J Rod got this. No worries. And kaboom. Yeah, I had to bring some new mods in, guys. We lost some here and there, so I've been trying to add it in and fix it up and bring the team back together. So I got another one here. Let me see here. We're adding Salty. And Miss Firefly has been around here for quite a while, guys. She's been very supportive through all of the bad stuff, the good stuff. Um, you don't have to apologize, cat lady. You're fine. For no reason. Um, Miss Firefly is going to be joining the team as well because I really appreciate her support as well, and she's a very good part of this community. So again, welcome to the team, Firefly. It's great to have you here, and I appreciate you. Just know that so very much. Is that Miss Heather there? Good to see you, Heather. Thank you for joining us today. 4 months. A member for 4 months. That's crazy. Good stuff, and thank you. We appreciate you so very much. So very much. All right, all right, all right. Let me see here. All right, Rowena Moses, I did see you. Come on in, guys. Get a seat. 97 peeps. I think you have to accept that Firefly so that it goes through. If you can, and if you will, of course. All right, all right. No, thank you, Firefly, for the support and the you just thank you. Thank you for being here, and thank all the rest of you guys just for being who you are. Again, Miss Heather, congrats for being a member for 4 months. It's great to see you here, and happy birthday to your was it your son? I hope he has an awesome day today. It's not letting me do this. Why? Did you accept it, Firefly? Type something in the chat, Firefly, if you will. It needs to go through that way. J Rod. You are welcome, my friend. Always. Yes, happy birthday to him. Absolutely. All right. So for most recently, you guys have seen that I added Danger Zone as a mod, added him to the team. We got Miss Salty Sleuth and now Miss Firefly. We're picking back up, folks. We're rebuilding the team, putting things back together and making it right. There should have been a little thing that popped up in the box on your thing there, Firefly, and it'll just say something mod or something like that. And I think you got to accept it or click on it. Let me try it again and see what happens. Or did it? Did it take? Why is this freezing like this? All right, let me try this one more time. You should see something small pop up there when I'm doing it for you. And there should be something that'll pop up on your screen. I understand, Miss Nelly. I get it. I get it. I get it. Yes, very strong, Danger. Very strong. That's a fact. And that's what we're doing from here on out. Keeping it real, keeping it right. I don't know what's going on with this. Yeah, it's been there for a while, Dan. You can't see it. I got to rearrange some things to make things a little more visible, but I will. I don't know why these things aren't taken. I got to figure it out, and I will. All right. Mr. Reverend, the Reverend Cynthia Hughes in the house. Good to see you, Reverend. Thank you for joining us. I don't understand why that's doing that. Dinky and Danger, theirs are there. Okay. I don't quite understand it. I don't know why it's doing that. Either way, you guys are on the team now. And I don't know what's going on. Either way, we'll figure it out. Miss Emma, good to see you. Excuse me. Excuse me very much. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. 95 people with 66 likes. Please, please, please. Let's make that match, folks. I don't know, Dinky. That's weird. Usually it just clicks, it goes in, and then once it goes through, then they just automatically, they're there. You know what I mean? That's like you guys were, but something's right. I may have to go into my settings and check something. I don't know. It's weird. Very weird. I don't understand that. I don't know. Yeah, pop out and pop back in. Christina Laska, good to see you. Brian, somebody came in day before yesterday and claimed to be Brian, said his name was Bruce, that it was him. Cryptic Conversions, good to see you. So I think that's him. Absolutely, Salty. Super excited to have you as part of the team. If it would just take, I'd be happier. I don't understand it. I don't know. Either way, I'll figure out what's going on. You can't get YouTube Studio to work? That's obviously where the problem is. Shelly, good to see you. Criminality, thank you for joining us. All things silver, good to see you. Never got a link to click. It's weird. I don't know why it's not going through. Jaylet, good to see you. And yes, it is amazing team. All things silver, you as well. Great to see you. It's great to have you guys here. As you all know, like I said, Delphi has reignited with some very interesting stuff, guys. Okay. And I've been looking. All right, Danger, no problem, buddy. Don't work too hard, brother. Uh, let me see. Salty Firefly. Uh, nope, she's still green, Mama Bear. But she's got a little emoji next to her, like a meatball thing, which is weird. Let's see what happens here. It's still not taking it. No problem. I'm glowing. Yes, I look very white, don't I? It's my screen. Oh, is that what that one looks like now? Okay. I see. I didn't even know that. Thank you. Yeah, we'll figure it out somehow. Either way. Sorry, guys. I don't know why it does that. But anyway, welcome both of you. It is great to have you here with us. One way or another, we will make it happen. You both deserve it so very much. I don't know how that just happened. Did you do something, Bear? Aha! Salty is blue with the wrench. There it is. And Firefly. How about her? Can you guys hear me okay? M Cos, welcome. Good to see you. Kendra, Sherlock, good to see you. We gotta get Firefly covered now too. Chicklet, hello, hey, how are ya? Thank you for joining us. It might be taking time or something. I don't know why it would be, but either way, I sent it again. All right, let's move to this here. Melissa D, good to see you. All right. 1 second here, guys. Sorry. I'm getting it moving. I don't know what's going on today. Okay. Hey, Cynthia. Good to see you. You see this delay for some reason. Okay, Mr. Lissa D. All right. All right, guys. All right. If there's any issues with anything, please let me know as soon as you realize I'm gonna get this up and rolling and get us started for sure. And thank you again all for joining us. There's 114 of you guys, and we got 77 likes, 80 likes. Let's make it match, folks. We're almost there. Let's get this out in the algorithm and get things flowing all the way. All right. No, Cynthia, you are not in the doghouse. I saw you. Never, never. No, no, no. Nobody's in the doghouse. Love you all to death. All right. Well, let's get this moving, guys. If there's any issues, please make sure audio or any of that, you tell me right away so I can make sure that we get it handled. Okay, there's that. Yeah, you have no reason to be in the doghouse. None at all. None at all. All right, here we go.
Teenagers Abby Williams and Libby German were best friends, living in the small rural community of Delphi, Indiana, a town with just 3,000 residents. On February 13th, 2017, the girls had a day off from school, and the weather was very mild for winter. So they decided to go on an outdoor adventure. They were dropped off near an old-fashioned planked bridge. While on that bridge, Libby recorded a man with her phone. That same man was also recorded by Libby uttering the words, "down the hill." It was down the hill where Libby and Abby would be murdered. Prosecutors say the man on the bridge is responsible, and that man is Richard Allen. But Allen and his attorneys say prosecutors have it all wrong. They say Allen is innocent, and investigators did not follow the evidence that leads to somewhere else. A group of white nationalists who practice the ancient Nordic religion of Odinism. They also allege that 3 of the investigators on the case also believed this was a ritualistic killing, evidence that was concealed, suppressed, and not revealed to the judge. Tonight, we take a closer look at what those 3 investigators are saying and look at the evidence the defense says was hidden as we continue to investigate the Delphi murders. I'm Vinny Politan. Thank you so much for joining us tonight here on Closing Arguments. Our investigation continues tonight into the Delphi murders. So much information was released this week, and each night we're going through more and more of it. Tonight is going to be, I think, eye-opening and fascinating in looking at what the defense is alleging here. But let's start. I mean, Abby and Libby, these 2 young girls, best friends. Best friends. So, understand that relationship, right? And go back in your minds when you're growing up and you've got your friends and you do things together. And I remember growing up, taking hikes all the time, whether it was 2 of us or 8 of us. You know, we would just head out into the woods, you know, looking for that waterfall or wherever we were gonna go. And we'd be gone for hours and hours. Our parents didn't worry. And then we came home, right? And that's what was happening that day and should have happened that day.
Welcome, AR and Virginia. Sorry, I didn't get to catch you up there last night.
I mean, this was also a bizarre crime scene where these 2 young girls were murdered. What you're looking at is a graphic depiction that we put together based upon the descriptions in these papers that have been filed by the defense. And when you look at the covered in sticks and the way the bodies appear to perhaps be positioned, at least that's the allegation by the defense, that it was some sort of ritualistic thing that was going on here. It's not normal. Whatever it was, it just didn't seem normal. Not that any murder is normal, right? But there are murders where, okay, you find a body and the body, you know, the person is killed, the person is murdered, and they leave the body there. Here, it appears something else was done in this case. And if what the defense has filed with the court is exactly what the evidence shows, then you're talking about really bizarre, where they're taking the clothes from one of these girls and putting it on the other girl, and the other girl's naked.
Welcome, dear.
All of it is bizarre and evil at the same time. Richard Allen, the accused in this case, is saying, not me, it's not me. This isn't a case of saying, well, you know, this happened and things got out of control. No, it's not me. I didn't do it.
No,
couldn't be any clearer in what they are saying here. He did not do it. And it's not even a case where they're saying, well, there's not enough evidence to prove that he did it. They're actually saying he didn't do it and there is someone else responsible for all of this. Not just saying I didn't do it. No. I couldn't have done it because they did it. Talking about this group of alleged white nationalists who follow Odinism, this ancient Nordic religion. And that everything left at the crime scene was some sort of a sign. And even to this day, as he sits behind bars, the guards at the prison where he is also follow this religion. And if this is true, this is beyond anything I've ever seen or heard. Beyond. But that's what they're alleging here. They're also alleging that the investigators, the prosecution has concealed some of this evidence when, you know, getting a search warrant not revealing everything, changing little facts here and there, holding on to things that would be exculpatory in nature and not releasing it until they have to release it to the defense. Now that I've seen a lot in many cases, allegations of that in many cases. At the end of the day, this is going to be a trial in front of a jury, and whether or not the evidence was given over in time or not in time, everyone will have an opportunity to put all of this in front of a jury, which is what I want to do here tonight, is put in front of you the things that we are finding out that are being alleged in these papers. And we're going to begin with something that could be by itself reasonable doubt in this case. We're talking about 3 investigators who were working this case, who were going in a completely different direction and believe that not Richard Allen. 3 investigators. Take a look. This is from the defense memorandum. Retired Rushville Assistant Police Chief Todd Click, Detective Kevin Murphy, and Detective Greg Ferenczi were 3 of the law enforcement officers who worked on the Delphi murder case, particularly focused on the Odinite angle as it intersected with suspects in Rushville, Indiana. After reading Richard Allen's probable cause affidavit, Click, remember, Assistant Police Chief Todd Click, became concerned that the information contained in Richard Allen's affidavit pointing the finger at Richard Allen was far less compelling than the totality of the information that Detective Ferenczi, Detective Murphy, and Officer Click had accumulated during the Rushville portion of the investigation. The information that Murphy, Ferenczi, and Click had gathered during their investigation connected men who practiced Odinism in or near Delphi with another group of men who lived in Rushville, and then connected both groups of men to the murders. This is pointing the finger at specific people, okay? Through the investigation of law enforcement, not the defense doing their own investigation. This is through the investigation of law enforcement. Click was concerned that for some reason the leadership of the investigative team had failed to share with Prosecutor McClelland the evidence gathered by Click, Ferenczi, and Murphy. Click's concerns led him to seek out a lawyer to assist him in the drafting of a letter. This letter was then sent to McClelland. This is big stuff, okay? So let's bring in the heavy hitters joining us tonight, Indianapolis, Indiana. We go to them all the time on this story, have been doing it for years now. The hosts of the Murder Sheet podcast. Make sure you download the latest episode. Anya Kane and Kevin Greenlee are with us. Great to see you both tonight. First, briefly though, because I want to get into the content here. Just your reaction to generally to all these things that came out in these 130 some odd pages of what the defense filed.
It's absolutely fascinating to see the defense lay out its case for the murders. And it's so disturbing to hear more about the homicides themselves and the crime scene. It's just heartbreaking to think about what those girls went through.
And these details that we're getting are really for the first time, right? I mean, you've been trying for years, but it is what it is. Things have been sealed. Things have not been revealed. So if we take them at their word in what they put in their memorandum, this is earth-shattering stuff. So let's start first with this Odinite angle and the fact that there are apparently these 3 investigators who thought they were putting things together.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is very interesting to see some factions is sort of forming within law enforcement here. You have people, obviously the official investigation is saying they believe Richard Allen does it, but these 3 investigators may have been sort of offshoots. And I think one thing that we're really curious to know is the allegation that law enforcement sort of wrongfully rejected this theory. Is there any weight to that? Is that something where maybe they should have looked into it more? Or is this a situation where you had people become emotionally invested in their own theory and sort of didn't let it go, even if they weren't able to get to like probable cause? So it kind of leads to a couple of different possibilities. It's sort of fascinating, but it kind of gives you a sense of like there were a lot of directions that we probably haven't even heard about yet as far as the investigation.
So the concept of Odinism and this Odinite angle that the defense is talking about, before these papers were filed, did you hear rumors of that? Was there any indication that this could have been a ritualistic sacrifice?
Yes, there were all sorts of rumors behind the scenes and whispers behind the scenes that there was some sort of Odinistic angle or runes left at the crime scene. We've never been able to 100% confirm those, so we never reported those. And of course, in this case, it's been plagued by all sorts of rumors from the very beginning.
So, because you're out there, is there any other indication that Odinists are sacrificing people anywhere else? Or would this be the only criminal homicide that has potentially, again, potentially, it's what the defense is saying, a connection to Odinism?
That is such a good question, because that's the first thing we always do. Like, is this crime like any other crimes? And I can't say that we've officially dived into that research project yet. But we're trying very much to find potentially other Odinistic crimes, Odinistic murders of children specifically, and then also maybe other cults that, you know, maybe could be comparable, I guess. But I would say generally our perception is that this sort of ritualistic sacrificial murder, you know, is not necessarily a prevalent thing here in Indiana.
And, you know, the nature of it, I would think that if there was a murder like that, that it maybe would make the news and people would kind of know about it. But, you know, some cases, I guess, a little more under the radar. Maybe things aren't released publicly. Like in this case, we didn't know. We had no idea that what the scene looked like. So let me put up something else from this defense memorandum. Not only did the prosecution withhold that letter, and they're talking again about the letter from Assistant Police Chief Todd Click, from the defense, but law enforcement also withheld several other exculpatory pieces of evidence, including an 85-page compilation of reports by Click prepared in 2019 and several videos containing statements that support the defense theory of Richard Allen's innocence. This 85-page report detailed the investigative work performed by Click, Forensi, Murphy, and others, including the FBI. Then I want to get to this. According to the summary of Click's investigation that he attached with his letter, the Behavioral Analysis Unit, BAU, of the FBI determined that the individual or individuals responsible for the homicides were involved in Nordic beliefs. What are your thoughts about all of that?
Yeah, it's interesting. My initial question would be, would the BAU back that up at this point? It's a little surprising to hear like the surety of the language there, that they confirmed that the people involved had Nordic beliefs, because I feel like you always have to put in the possibility of someone attempting to steal.
Now, the problem is with this, you guys, okay? They may be claiming that they have Nordic beliefs, but they've twisted it. As I did the show I did last week where we talked about this, I showed what the reality of Odinism was and paganism, sorry, and how that works. This is a very twisted version of it, okay? Thank you for the comment, AR. I appreciate that, brother. Definitely not the way it's supposed to be being performed and followed, and whatever this has been twisted bad, very bad, and it's very uncomfortable. Okay, so I just don't even know what to say. I showed you guys, for those of you that were here last week, we talked about this. This is what Odinism really is, and paganism and things like that. We have some people that have talked about it, you know, that practice it, that know what's going on with it, and at the same time, this is not it. This is not how this works. Gotcha, Virginia. Thank you for being here, by the way. Very twisted stuff. Very twisted stuff, in my opinion, the way this has happened. And very dark. So just keep that in mind that this is not true Odinism and paganism. Please.
Stage a scene and make it look like something it's not, right? So I don't know. But it's fascinating. And it also throws in the FBI, which of course came into this case very early on and then sort of has seemingly left it these days. So is not necessarily super involved anymore. So kind of also underscores that maybe there was some factionalism even between sort of local, state, and federal authorities.
So what questions has all of this now raised to you? Now that you've gone through all of these pages and come across things that have been released for the very first time?
The big thing on my mind is these allegations that the defense made are incredibly serious. And so the question on my mind is there anything to these allegations? I am really interested in hearing how the prosecution responds to this. Did they, in fact, withhold exculpatory material from the defense? If so, that would be very, very serious. If they have an explanation, I think we'd all like to hear it.
Tony, Spookbait, good to see you guys.
Are there other questions about Richard Allen that this raised for you? Because part of this memo, there's, I think, several goals that they had in the way they laid it all out. And one big one that we talked about a little bit last night was that one person could not have done all of this. What are your thoughts about the way they describe all that and the scene where Abby and Libby were found?
Yeah, I thought the defense did a good job of kind of crafting this narrative. And I know for our listeners, we've already gotten a ton of emails about this and people sort of saying, wow, you know, it seems to have caught people's interest in a big way. And I would say, I think it's going to be a battle of the narratives. I think you're going to have the prosecution saying, this is an ordinary guy, and then he does this, and it was heinous, and, you know, why doesn't necessarily matter. Sometimes people just go out and do these things. And the defense is going to be crafting something about more of a wide-ranging conspiracy involving Odinists who have infiltrated prison and also, you know, were involved in these child murders. And so you're going to have the sort of ordinary versus the extraordinary. And it's going to be interesting to see which one carries the day with the jury, because we've interviewed people who knew Richard Allen and who, you know, grew up with him. And by all accounts, he was a very normal guy. So there's not really that kind of salacious aspect that you have in sort of an Odinistic cult. So I just sort of think we're seeing the sides form right now.
Now, all of us who've been following this story and covering this story, there's a series now of I wouldn't call them suspects, but people who, okay, are they connected? Are they connected? Including the Anthony Schatz social media stuff. How does what we learned here, how does it change, alter, or perhaps supplement, you know, everything else that we've learned?
I think one thing it does is it shows that these investigators never had blinders on. They looked at a wide variety of leads and they pursued them to the best of their abilities. They had officers trying to run down this Odinist stuff. They had officers trying to run down Anthony Schatz. They had officers trying to run down Chadwell and some of the other suspects over the years. And ultimately, they ended up, the only person they could make a probable cause case against was Richard Allen. And so they arrested him.
And you know what's fascinating about this story, and why I think it's going to be a difficult case for prosecutors, is I speak to people who have been there, have done, like you, and who have done podcasts and things, and people tell me, and I always ask them, well, you know, I'm not going to ask them on the air, but I'll ask them sometimes, well, who do you think did it? And you get different answers from different people who have studied all this. I've never seen anything like this, where, you know, people who are, you know, really involved in it can look at this and say, oh no, it's this person. Oh no, it's this person. But I don't know if anyone's convinced that any of them, I don't think they're convinced beyond a reasonable doubt on any of them. And then Richard Allen is the one who like came out of nowhere.
In many ways, he's the most boring suspect.
Yeah, what a great description. Kevin, like I didn't. This guy, there's nothing to it. There's no computer searches. There's just a bullet.
Yeah, you look at some of the other suspects. They have a history of violence. They have histories of child sexual abuse materials. This guy just was a regular working Joe who every day went to work at the CVS at the pharmacy, didn't cause any trouble at all. So as Anya says, he's the dullest of the suspects, probably.
Unbelievable developments. Anya Kane, Kevin Greenlee, folks, listen to it after my show, right? You can download it now, but listen after the show, the Murder Sheet podcast. And I hope you guys will come back because we're going to do this again tomorrow night. So hopefully we'll be able to track you down again tomorrow. Thank you so much. All right, folks, we've got more to get to here. How about those sketches? What about those sketches? More information in these pages filed by the defense undermining the sketches. We'll talk about that. Plus, coming up next hour.
In Las Vegas, Nevada, a disturbing video goes viral. Two teenagers in a car record themselves as they purposely strike a man on a bicycle and kill him. Tonight, they both are under arrest, and we're asking what should happen to the driver and what should happen to the teenager recording the video.
In the criminal justice system, if you are strangled her, lifted her up over the balcony.
That's crazy. What was wrong with you nowadays?
Downhill. Downhill. Downhill.
All right, there's part of this Delphi case that has always confused me, and I never really understood it. Right, that's a video, and that's what they've been telling us. This is the killer. This is a video of the killer taken by Libby. Okay, amazing that she did this, but that's the killer. Despite the fact that we have video of the actual killer, we also have sketches of the alleged suspects in this case. Let's put it up on the screen. February 2017, this was a witness description to the sketch artist of a man on the Monon High Bridge. And this is, again, February 2017, the month that it happens. White, about 20 years old, brown curly hair with a medium build, okay? And that was the sketch artist put together. Now, in the papers, again, that the defense has filed, they write, the Unified Command, again, this is the investigative agency running the whole thing. The Unified Command did not release the witness sketch to the public for over 2 years. Instead, they first released another witness's sketch called Sketch 1. The other sketch was illustrated by FBI sketch artist Plants from Detroit on June 19, 2017, and released to the public July 17, 2017. Roughly 2 years later, in March of 2019, the witness met with Tony Liggett, frustrated that her sketch number 2, the one on the right of your screen, had not been released to the public. Witness was frustrated because sketch number 1, which had been released almost 2 years before, did not match the man that she observed on the High Bridge. The witness even commented that sketch number 1, the one on the left side of your screen, is wrong. Now, March 2019, the witness description to law enforcement. The man on the Monon High Bridge, slender and youthful, boyish, in his 20s to 30s. His hair seemed poofy.
Richard Allen.
No facial hair. You know, looks like a young Justin Timberlake, for goodness sakes. Now, also from this defense memorandum, on April 22nd, 2019, the Unified Command, the investigators, released the witness's sketch number 2 to the general public. In fact, upon its release, Superintendent Doug Carter commented that the man in sketch 2 was responsible for the murders. Also, at the time of the release of sketch 2, Doug Carter also stated that sketch 1 had now become secondary to the investigation. All of this totally confusing at the time, and I think even more confusing now, because that sketch of the one who looks like Justin Timberlake doesn't look like Richard Allen and doesn't look like the guy in the video. What's going on here? I need some help. Joining me
in Orange County, California. The author of Forest for the Trees, a book about the Delphi murders. Investigative producer Chris Todd is with us. And in Jacksonville, Florida, retired FBI Special Agent Jennifer Koffendorfer. Great to have you both here.
Hi, everybody.
Chris, is this the strangest part of this whole investigation?
All right, Nelly.
There's a lot of strange parts, and we've learned much more now. But how do you make sense, or can you make sense, of the sketches, the descriptions, and what the defense is now alleging?
This is one of the strangest cases I've ever been involved in, for sure. And a lot of people have worked on this, a lot of podcasters, journalists, Leos, and a lot of people in Delphi in this community know the work that I've done and the people I've worked with. And these sketches, they don't look anything alike. They don't resemble, actually, BG at all. And
when you say BG, you mean Bridge Guy, right? Bridge Guy in the video?
Yeah, Bridge Guy. Everybody calls him BG. And I've already said who Bridge Guy is, and I will stick to that. And I don't believe Richard Allen is Bridge Guy, and I don't believe he ever will be. So these two sketches look nothing alike. They're from two different, or multiple witnesses actually gave differing, just like the trail witnesses said someone was in all black or they're in all blue. This case is a circus. I'm just going to say that. And I do have some bombshell information for you today, Vinny, if we get to it.
Oh, if it's a bombshell, we'll get to it. But we'll have to wait. That way people keep watching. That's the way we do it, Chris, here on television. All right. Jennifer Koffendorfer, your thoughts about the way these sketches were handled and released? Like, why do you get a sketch in February and then not release it for 2 years and then tell us this is the one? I don't understand that. Why would you do that?
Well, I think the important thing is understanding really how these sketches came about. The first sketch was actually taken not only from witness accounts, but also from really the video of Bridge Guy as best that they could ascertain what he looked like. And that was released. And if you look at that sketch.
And you're talking about the one all the way to the left now? Are you talking about the one all the way to the left of the screen?
Yes, the first sketch.
Well, we got to, I don't want to call it first and second, because I think the boy one was the first one done, but the second one released. So when you say first sketch released or first sketch that's sketched?
Apologies. The first sketch released, not the boy.
Okay,
not
gotcha.
the Timberlake.
Gotcha.
All right. So if you look at that sketch, it ended up resembling the FBI subject in this matter, who was Ron Logan. There was a whole affidavit written about him and the fact that they believed he was the prime suspect in the case. If you look at the second sketch, which was released late, but as you said, made earlier from a witness statement, that came about almost 2 years after, as you pointed out. Why did it come about? The FBI at that point had removed themselves from the investigation. There were issues between two different ideologies in terms of who was the suspect, and so they released this new one looking for new leads. Now,
I was a prosecutor. This is the wrong guy. I don't know who did it. I wasn't there, obviously, right? We got to see and hear all the evidence in court. But I know the way trials go. And once they start putting these different sketches, and they do like we did, and they put the sketch next to Richard Allen, and then none of it makes sense. None of this makes sense to me. So what do you think, Chris, about the eyewitnesses? Who do the eyewitnesses help in this case, or are the eyewitnesses?
Welcome, Lucille.
Does their testimony conflict with one another to an extent that these descriptions become meaningless?
I mean, I'm looking at this Frank's motion a little bit, right? The Sons of Odin and all these. I think that's where we're at this second. There's many witnesses. There were a lot of people on the trail that day, a lot. And other names keep coming up.
Yeah, let's not mention any of them. We're not.
No.
I'm just letting the folks at home know that we're not mentioning names purposely. I tell them every night because there are names that the defense is naming, but we specifically are just not doing it until there's more information out there. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is this Frank's motion is where the case is at today. This is the most important thing. The defense is creating this scenario of other people looking at other people, this ritualistic pagan ceremony. And this has been going on since day one with Tony Klein, Kegan Klein. These names, everyone said these names. But I'm saying is, so today, this case is moving at 1,000 miles an hour. This is bombshell information. And I understand what the defense is doing, but I'm just going to say this to you right now, okay? The runes, just writing in blood on the tree, I'm not buying any of it. And I have multiple sources that you know too. I have a lot of people on the inside on this investigation. I'm not buying any of it.
That's fascinating. Now, Jennifer, what we talked about in the second block is that the defense is alleging that the FBI BAU, behavioral unit, said this was consistent with some sort of Nordic ritual. Like, how did they come to that determination? Are you buying it?
Well, the behavioral analysis unit with the FBI, they have a huge database of cases that would have been similar. Now, remember, this wasn't the first Odinist type murder. There were 6 cases of crimes, I should say, where the individuals were Odinists. And the most famous one occurred in 2011 in Norway, which was a horrible mass murder in a school. And so in any event, they are going to take some of those markers, if you will, and look and do some comparative analysis. So BAU is actually quite good at this. I had numerous cases when I was in the Bureau that I sent to them, and I said, these are the clues I have. Can you give me some clue as to what kind of person I'm looking for in terms of age, in terms of race, anything they could give me. And I can tell you, in 3 of those instances, I remember them so clearly, they were spot on. So I'm not saying they're spot on here. I haven't seen the report they wrote, but I'm saying they are good at what they do.
All right, Chris Todd, in all your investigating of this, did you ever come across this Odinism? Was that something that you heard of? Is that something that you investigated in the area?
I heard about, and the murder sheet's right, these rumors were coming out right away. Within the first year or 2, there were rumors of these runes. I get writing from fans or audience members and sleuths. They keep driving this to me. The sticks were in a certain way, and this is Odin, and this is Germanic. And I'm like, and look, I can't say too much of how I know about crime scene photos, autopsies, photos of the bodies. I can't say too much about that. I'm just saying I understand what's going on, and this happens in a lot of other cases. I'm just calling it hogwash. And I challenge anyone, show me the photos of this rune in blood and these sticks. Show me.
All right, our guests are staying with us. When we come back, we're going to talk about some more alleged conflicting witness statements. What does it all mean? This case is getting more complicated.
I've worked hard all my life.
On Court TV.
Richard Allen, you child murderer! Why did you do it? Shame on you! Shame on you, Richard! You're going to prison for the rest of your life! Shame on you,
Richard Allen, that's the man accused of the Delphi murders, and investigators, prosecutors say he did it by himself. The defense, with this huge memorandum that they filed saying no way, and one person couldn't have done it, by the way. That's what they're saying. With us tonight, Chris Todd, investigative producer, and Jennifer Kopendorfer, former FBI special agent. Chris, my DMs and my thing just blowing up during the commercial break, so let's do it. You got a bombshell for us tonight. What is it?
So I believe that when on Libby's footage, her phone footage, it's a lot longer than we've been told it is. And I believe that when we hear guys and then down the hill, those are not the same person.
Why do you believe that?
Can't really say too much, but I can guarantee you tomorrow I'm going to have a few people very angry at me.
Wow. That now gives that now we're talking about two people. So
I have way more than that, but if I say this other stuff, it'll light the town on fire.
okay, let me ask you this. If it's not the same person, are you saying there's more than one person at the scene and attacking?
There is more than one killer, absolutely.
Boom.
Jennifer Koffendorfer, is there any way to tell?
Oh, here we go.
From the and I mean the level of that recording is not the greatest. It's not terrible. It's not the greatest. Any way to attempt to match the voice to someone?
So in these cases, there definitely is a unit at the FBI that can compare and do voice analysis. The problem is they will not be able to say 100% sure that these are the same voices. So the problem is there's never going to be an exact answer. And back to the question, though, about whether there was more than one person, I'm reminded of the prosecutor who, when it was being discussed about sealing the information, actually said that there was more than one person. And so we need to seal because we're still investigating. So I just find that was interesting when he said those words.
So let's take one more listen because everybody at home wants to hear the voice one more time. So we're going to play it for you 3 times in a row. Let's take a listen.
Guys. Downhill. Guys. Downhill. Guys. Downhill.
Now, again, we are the ones who put the video with the audio because this is the video that was released that did not have the audio on it. The audio is separate. So what Chris is saying today now is that the man that is walking there is not the voice that we hear. Chris,
No, let me clarify. Let me clarify.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. No, BG is saying down the hill. The person saying guys is not on camera. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Guys actually comes after down the hill. It's out of order.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Vinny.
So what you're saying is that this audio was edited,
spliced,
rearranged, and then
I'm not blaming law enforcement. It might be a smart tactic. I'm going to stick up for them right here. Because remember, we only first heard down the hill. We didn't hear guys. That came out of nowhere later on. They never explained why were they releasing the word guys. So I believe that down the hill comes first and that phone stays on, and Libby did an amazing job. What a courageous little girl, okay? And it carries further, and then someone says guys and gives a command to do something, and I won't say what it is.
Very possible because we have not heard the whole thing. Jennifer Koffendorfer is with, first of all, let me ask you this, Chris. Is it
He rolled his eyes.
Is
when
it
he
your
said his
belief
name. I love
that
it.
it's very obvious when you look at the complete thing that it's two different people?
I always believed early on from sources that came to me and investigators, and even we had Leo whistleblowers and stuff. And a lot of normal people believed it would be really hard for one person,
right?
Especially.
But what I'm asking you, Chris, is the voice that we hear from that recording. When you see the whole recording, is it obvious in the context of that it's two different voices?
It wasn't to me until I was basically schooled, and I can't say how. And then it woke me up, and this case has changed every day. I was shocked more than anyone. And then I went on my own research. I do believe guys is said by a different person. I know who says down the hill. I know who says down the hill. I don't know who says guys.
All right, Jennifer Koffendorfer, to me, this is exactly bombshell, right? How How significant is all this to the investigation? And would there be any reason to release the audio the way investigators did?
Well, in terms of that information, if that is in fact accurate, yes, it's very significant because if they are saying, and I'm not sure how they would know, because again, as I mentioned, voice identification is not a precise science, but it seems that there are some sources that apparently are saying there are two different voices. If that's true, of course, it is quite a bombshell because law enforcement now has turned to saying it is just Richard Allen and Richard Allen alone. But boy, after this 100-page, manuscript, so to speak, there was a lot to digest in all of that. And Vinny, it's certainly concerning because I do believe there was blood on the tree, and I have that on very good authority. But was it the murderer wiping his fingers like this?
Right.
To get blood off the fingers, and it made an F. In terms of the stick configuration, was it just happened to be how it fell? We knew it looked like a rune. I mean, that was always my understanding. But you can't discount that it's just sort of how those sticks might have piled up. But the prosecution, at the end of the day, Vinny, they're going to have a lot of explaining to do regarding the sticks and that blood.
Trust me. All right, Chris, one other thing I just want to follow up on that we were going to spend a little more time on, but the muddy and bloody description by.
So she's saying that she's saying that this person wiped his hand and it looked just like that, and then the sticks fell and they fell right into that design. What? Things happen, folks. I get it, but come on now. Come on. I'm not saying that I can go either way with this. I can say that this was staged to look like this, and I'd be okay with that. And I can also say that it was done this way because somebody took this religion, this scenario, and twisted it and made it their own thing for whatever reasoning they had, and I'm okay with that. What she just said, I cannot. Oh my God. So both of those things just so happened that day at the same time, the same type way. Those sticks just happened to fall there like that. Bullshit. That's bullshit. I'm sorry for my words, my language, but no, come on now. Oh my God.
By a witness. In the affidavit that the prosecution put out there, they said that someone was seen wearing a blue-colored jacket, blue jeans, and was muddy and bloody. The defense says the witness never said bloody. What are your thoughts? Was this person muddy and bloody, just muddy? And what is that? How significant is all of that?
I don't know if I believe this witness at all. Dealing with, I know a lot of people on this case. Everybody knows how deeply involved I am on this. I don't know if there ever was a person walking on North 300. They say it's a tan coat, it was a blue coat, it was a young guy. I mean, the killer's gonna break the tree line and walk on the road in broad daylight, muddy and bloody.
A lot of this, okay, we're out of time for tonight, but obviously there's a lot more to talk about. Chris Todd, Jennifer Coffendorfer, thank you both so much. Really do appreciate it.
Wow. All right. Okay, guys. So we hear those opinions, and everybody has opinions, and they have the rights to their opinions. But that last statement she made, come on. I mean, what? When? How? How do these things just happen? Is it that's a coincidence? Really? Coincidences do happen at times, but not like this. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. That's my opinion. Oh my God. Sorry. I don't mean to upset anybody. If I said something, if anybody agrees with what she said, I'm not trying to be offensive, but I think it's bullshit. I'm sorry. That's ridiculous. Come on. Think about that. Unbelievable. Wow. Give me a second here, guys. One second, please. Now, the first thing I want to do, holy hell, slow down, chat. There we go. Okay. I want to run a poll. I'm just curious. I want to run a poll real quick. I want to see what everybody thinks. What's up, William? Good to see you, brother. I'm curious to see what everybody thinks here. The poll is Richard Allen the one? Yes or no? You know, I'm just curious what your guys is, how this weighs in here with everybody on everybody's mind. I have my theory. Well, I don't want to ever offend anybody by the way they feel about something, but I will say, like, what she just said, to me, that makes about this much sense. Okay. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. The sticks just fell that way. Really? What are the odds that they're going to fall into the shape of a rune? And then you're also going to see the blood on the tree in that shape too because somebody wiped their hand. That's just too much. I'm sorry. Way too much. My apologies again. Awesome. We got 103 likes now. 151 people in here. You guys rock. Thank you. We're in the algorithm now. Go ahead and vote away on that poll, folks, if you will. That's a reach and a half, Cat. That's crazy. I'm sorry, but that just, you can't do that. Right. That's the other thing too, William. Peppermint tea, good to see you. One of those sticks, I was told this before, that one of those was clean cut. They don't break that way, guys. The people that were here that owned this house before, Josie, they put that in like that. It's pretty nice. I like it. Thank you, William. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, that was so very weird. CR, thank you for that gifted membership. Peppermint tea, welcome to the sauce. We got a new meatball in the house, folks. That's awesome. All right, let's see here. I just had a very strange. Wow. That was weird. You guys aren't even going to believe me, I know. But I'm going to tell you anyway. First, congrats on that, William, and thanks for being part of this family for 2 months, brother. You are Appreciated. Okay. I'm either losing my mind, which is very possible, or some weird shit just happened to me. Very weird shit. With Lynn 69, good to see you. Very, very weird. Wow. Okay. Mr. Jesse, good to see you. Any updates on the top secret work camps on the moon that Roller was? No, sir, Jesse. Nothing there, bruh. Brother, nothing at all. Juju Bones, good to see you. I think that was Rolo. Okay, so I was sitting here. My granddaughter's here with my mother-in-law. They're in 2 rooms away from me, okay? And I felt somebody tap me twice on my arm like this. I don't know if you guys saw me looking and turning like this and stuff, looking to see if my granddaughter was standing in here because it felt like little hand tapping me twice. And then I ignored it the first time. The second time, it happened again twice. And I'm looking again. What's going on? That's a little weird. Never had that one happen. Miss Willow, good to see you. Seriously, it was just like this. And I turn and I look, and she's nowhere to be found because it felt like her little hand. That's weird. Very weird. Wow. We may do it tonight, SRB. I had to catch up on some stuff. You know, I was just thinking that too, Iris. Maybe it was like a muscle spasm or something, but it felt like it came from the outside, not the inside. That's the weird thing. Mom, they're just saying hello, Molly says. Yes, okay. Well, that was creepy and weird at the same time. Very weird. Either way. See? You see her? She walked from the one room to the other. She's not in here, but that was strange. Either way, whoever that was, somebody else I know had that happen too. That happened like that. It's pretty wild. It was not a melon head, Austin. What's up? Good to see you guys. All right, moving forward, let's check this poll real fast. Again, thank you, CR, for the gifted membership, and welcome, Peppermint Tea. Good to have you here. Good to have you in the sauce. All right, so the poll end result, if it shows it to me here sometime soon. Let's see what it is, what it is, what it is. All right, I'm not trying to scare you. It scared me, Gay. I'll be honest with you. Where'd the poll go? Ah. Is Richard Allen the one responsible for these unalivings? Any of that? Is he? The poll come back. 80% of you said no. 19% said yes. More like 20%. It says poll complete was 78 votes. So, and I'll be honest with you, I know Sherry, but it still freaked me out for a minute. Julie Dunn, thank you for joining us. Pammy B, welcome. Good to see you all, guys. Micro Blue, thank you for joining us. Lizard people, yes, Josie, that's what it was. Austin, always good to see you as well. Everybody, thank you for jumping in. So, my opinion, I can't go 100% one way or the other yet, okay? But I feel like He may not be the one. And if he is involved, then he's I think I had a talk with Salty last night about this. If he is involved, then he's the very bottom of the totem pole involved, if that makes sense. That's my thought on this. Okay. Sarah with an H, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. 80% said no, Richard Allen is not the one. 19% said yes. Aloha, my friend. If he is involved, he's the very bottom of the pole. So, moving forward. Let's see here, guys. Give me a second here. Uno momento. Yeah, this case is, we're getting into some interesting stuff right now, folks. Very interesting. One moment, guys. All right. I want you guys to hear this, this is an update from an attorney. I don't know if you guys ever followed Mark Lopez. I like some of the stuff he has to say. Okay. I want you to hear his take on something real quick. One moment. This is just literally from 21 hours ago. And then I want to hear what you guys think of what he says. All right, here we go. All right, partner.
Delphi update. The Delphi case is already nuts, and things just got crazier. My name is attorney Mark Lopez, and allow me to bring you up to speed on recent developments in the Delphi case. On September 18th, 2023, the attorneys for Richard Allen filed a 136-page brief that had all sorts of allegations in it. One of the more interesting allegations was that the scene of the crime involved pagan ruins, specifically ruins linked to a pagan cult linked to Odin. This was the first I've heard of that, and I thought at the time, that sounds nuts. What was even more crazy was that one of the original investigators sought out and spoke to a professor at Purdue University about this Odin cult connection. Now, at some point, the investigation into the Odin pagan death cult was determined to be a dead end, as investigators reported that the Purdue professor said the murders and the ruins were in no way connected.
Now, that's what was said originally. Okay? This is what bugs me about this. All right? Remember that. Originally, the professor said this is nothing. That's no way connected to this. Nothing at all. Forget about it. Move on.
And certainly not to an Odin cult. But then something weird happened. When Richard Allen's attorney said, hey, thanks for letting us know the professor said the murders aren't related to this Odin death cult, but we want to talk to him. The prosecutor said, we lost his information. We'll let you know if we find it.
And the professor was missing. Nobody could find him. Nobody knew how to get a hold of him. Nobody knew where he was. How about that? Then,
in fact, the prosecutor handling this case on September 6th of 2023 emailed Richard Allen's defense attorney saying, we don't know who he is, but if we find it, we'll pass it along to you. But guess what? The prosecutors got caught in a terribly awkward position, because it looks like the investigators found and interviewed this mystery Purdue professor on September 19, 2023, the day after Richard Allen's attorneys released the 136-page memo alleging in part the connection to the Odin cult and the murders of the victims. And guess what? Despite investigators' claims that the Purdue professor said the murders and the cult of Odin were not related, the Purdue professor in the 9/19 interview says they do appear to be connected, and that it's a given someone was trying to replicate Germanic ruins. So who is this professor? His name is Jeffrey Turco, and from what I can see online, He is an expert on Nordic literature, folklore, Germanic literature and folklore. He has a pretty impressive resume with books and articles and interviews and whatnot. Now, whatever you might think of a degree in folklore and mythology, I can tell you right now that based on his PhD, publications, and titles, Dr. Turco qualifies as an expert under the Indiana Rules of Evidence. Now, Doctor can't say whether or not Richard Allen did or did not do it, but he can say whether or not he believes that a pagan death cult may or may not be implicated in these murders, so long as his opinions are based on his knowledge, skill, experience, training, or education, which clearly he has plenty of. Now, of course, a jury in Indiana is 100% free to accept or even disregard the opinions of any expert, including Dr. Turco. Now, I don't know if these murders were part of a pagan death cult worshiping the Nordic god Odin, but what I do know is that this professor's interview wasn't given to the defense by the prosecutors by email. It wasn't hand-delivered on a CD with a note saying, hey, we found the professor, here's the interview, we know you've been wanting it. The interview with the professor was given to the defense team as part of a data dump on September 27, 2023. And the file wasn't named Purdue Professor, it was just saved as the professor's name, which the defense team did not even know the name. So basically like a very confusing file. Even worse, the investigator who interviewed the Purdue professor acknowledged in the interview they knew the identity of the professor for 3 to 4 weeks prior to the interview, which means the email by the prosecutor to the defense team on September 6th was either a lie, purposely misleading, or the prosecutor does not know what's going on with the investigation. As a criminal defense attorney, all 3 possibilities are equally terrifying. I'm not going to lie. This looks terrible for the prosecutors and the investigation. It looks like they're hiding the ball. This whole incident appears to be objective evidence that prosecutors and investigators are not playing fair. And that's not fair to Richard Allen, and more importantly, that's not fair to the families of the victims. I want to remind the prosecutors in this case, a prosecutor's job is not to win cases, it's to obtain justice. And hiding evidence is not justice. I, for one, have a little bit less faith in the justice system after reading Richard Allen's attorney's brief. And I encourage everyone watching and following along to always question people in power. If you've watched this far, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And remember, always plead the fifth.
Well, that was good timing. Okay, so everybody, I just got a phone call. Somebody that's watching this, Debbie from Crime Sleuthin is watching in the background, here in the chat and stuff like that, right? And the whole thing with my arm being tapped, she recorded the screen and said that when that happened to me, that my voice changed coming through to, like, the microphone and recorded it. I gotta hold on a minute. I'm looking at this right now. One moment. That's so weird to me. William, and thanks for being part of this family for 2 months, brother. You are. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? What? Oh my god. You guys got to see this. Watch this. Okay. She sent it to my phone. All right. Watch and listen. Oh, I'm creeped out right now. Oh my god. You guys can see in the video when I did the look, you can see, and then watch this. I'm going to tell you anyway. First, congrats on that, William, and thanks for being part of this family for 2 months, brother. You are. Okay. Did you hear my voice change? And then I looked. What the hell? It was, well, the timestamp on here is different. Anyway, first, congrats on that, William, and thanks for being part of this family for 2 months, brother. You are. What the hell? What is going on? Wow. That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. Anyway, first, congrats on that, William, and thanks for being part of this family for 2 months, brother. You are okay. I'm either losing my mind. That's crazy. Thank you, Debbie, for catching that. That's crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. I don't know the timestamp, Molly. I'll find it though. Ooh. Interesting. Very interesting. I'll find it after the show. That was crazy. It wasn't malicious at all. I didn't get a bad feeling or nothing, but wow, that was creepy weird. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that in the shorts. That's a good point, CR. We'll have to fix that up. It was about 10 minutes ago. Definitely. That is so strange. So strange. I'm like weirded out right now. Good catch, Deb. That was crazy, folks. Interesting. No, there was no cold, nothing. It was literally, it was just like, you know, guys that got little ones or grandkids or anything, when they want your attention, because she's done it to me before. She knows when I'm doing this, she can't talk, but she'll come to get my attention. She'll go and then whisper, Papa, you know? And it felt like just 2 little pats with her little hand. And I looked thinking she was standing there. And then I turned and looked all around. And like Debbie had said, she's seen her walk through the room from back there where they're at right there. That was weird. You know what, Mother? Come here for a minute. No, I was sitting here doing my live stream, right? Yeah. And I thought I saw a little pat right here like this on my arm, and I thought Juniper did it. I looked. Watch this. Somebody that was watching me recorded this. But I'm going to tell you anyway. First, congrats on that, William, and thanks for being part of this family for 2 months, brother. You are. My voice changed right when that happened. You see me look? Okay. Mm-hmm. Watch. Okay. You hear my voice? It went from normal to that right when I felt that.
Oh, what did that just say?
Part of the family thing, I guess. I don't know. Is it playing? Hold on. You are.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Something retold.
That's weird.
Ah,
and it happened twice, and I looked, and then I looked for her, and they seen her in the back, way back there.
Oh, yeah, because
that's why she recorded this and sent it to me. And as soon as I looked, oh my God, everything on my that's crazy. That's crazy.
So I was gonna get her some candy. She was trying to find a brush. I couldn't find one. So.
Right. What the hell's going on here?
You got a ghostie in here.
It happened twice, like 2 little fingers tapping me, like she would do. And like I said, she recorded it. And when I was speaking, my voice changed. I think it's time to change my underwear.
It could be a relative. It could be someone trying to get your attention. That's what they do.
Well, that's what somebody said. But hey, do I need to change my underwear? Yes, I might. Ooh, that was interesting. As all hell. 1934. I wonder if I can play this back right now since I'm already forward. Sorry to jump off subject, but this is crazy, folks. Let me see something here. What'd you say it was? 1934, maybe? All right, Willow, thank you. Oh, wait, man, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, wait, I'm at 34 something. Yep. Okay, hold on. Wait. Hold on. I went too far. Can you guys hear it? Wow. Yep, it's there. Interesting, interesting, interesting. You can't hear anything. Okay, hold on. Maybe it's because I'm. Can you hear me now? While I'm talking, right? Okay. Let's see if this works. As weird as this is, it happened twice. That was weird. You guys aren't even going to believe me, I know. But I'm going to tell you anyway. First, congrats on that, William, and thanks for being part of this family for 2 months, brother. You are appreciated. Okay, I said appreciated. My voice did change. It definitely went down an octave right there. That was weird. You guys aren't even going to believe me, I know. But I'm going to tell you anyway. First, congrats on that, William, and thanks for being part of this family for 2 months, brother. You are appreciated. Okay. Sorry. Like I said, at least I know I'm not crazy. Hold up. I want to see something. All right, watch this right here. This little wax melt thing right here in the background. You see it? Watch that during this. You guys aren't even going to believe me, I know. But I'm going to tell you anyway. First, congrats on that, William, and thanks for being part of this family for 2 months, brother. You are appreciated. Okay. The whole camera thing moved. Everything moved. Everything moved. Which is very possible. Or some weird shit just happened to me. Very weird shit. With Lynn 69, good to see you. Very, very weird. Wow. Okay. Mr. Jesse, good to see you. Wow. You guys aren't even going to believe me, I know. But I'm going to tell you anyway. First, congrats on that, William, and thanks for being part of this family for 2 months, brother. You are appreciated. So to me, it looked like it's not your fault, Lens. It looked like this went blurry a little bit right here, and it might just be my lens or something, but that's weird. I know. But I'm going to tell you anyway. First, congrats on that, William, and thanks for being part of this family for 2 months, brother. You are appreciated. Okay. The focus is going in and out like it's focusing on. When it does that, the camera's trying to focus and it keeps doing that, trying to focus, okay? It shifted. That's just crazy, you guys. Some weird shit going on, and it doesn't feel like anything bad, but it's just weird. Good luck sleeping, and I'll be all right. That's wild, you guys. That is so wild. It got distorted, right? Yeah, it was refocusing everything, and then it stopped. That's a good point, Dakota. See? Oh hell. Yeah, it's definitely nothing evil. I didn't feel anything bad. Deb said she saw a shadow. This is some weird shit, folks. Strange. Wow. Look around. That was weird. Look around. You guys aren't even going to believe me, I know. But I'm going to tell you anyway. First, congrats on that, William, and thanks for being part of this family for 2 months, brother. You are appreciated. Okay. I'm either losing my mind, which is very possible, or some weird. Do you see how it's repeatedly focusing, trying to focus like it's looking at something else? the camera's extra touchy, and it only does that like it's trying to focus on something else. It looks like it's weird. That's why it keeps flexing like that. There was a high pitched voice. Listen. Oh, really, Golf? I just had a very strange. Wow. That was weird. You guys aren't even going to believe me, I know. But I'm going to tell you anyway. First, congrats on that, William, and thanks for being part of this family for 2 months, brother. You are appreciated. Okay. I'm either losing my mind. With Lynn 69, good to see you. Which is very possible. Or strange. Wow. That was weird. You guys aren't even going to believe me, I know. But I'm going to tell you anyway. First, congrats on that, William, and thanks for being part of this family for 2 months, brother. You are appreciated. Okay. Sorry, I keep doing that.
I did.
Hi, Caden.
Dad, mute.
Okay. It there was like an overlay with that. I don't mean to like drag on. Sorry. There was like a double voice, like mine, and then I heard like a higher pitch thing in the background. The wax burner goes from 3/4 by the orange ribbon to flat in the middle of the orange ribbon on the box thing. Oh. Right here. I'm either losing my mind. Right here, you're talking about. That's weird. It was while I was talking, and you guys didn't even know until no, I wouldn't have known anything. I didn't catch it. They didn't see it either. That's so weird. Like there's a double layer. Hold on. All right. All right. All right. Let me try this one more time. Mind, which is very possible, or some weird shit. That was weird. You guys aren't even going to believe me, I know. But I'm going to tell you anyway. First, congrats on that, William, and thanks for being part of this family for 2 months, brother. You are appreciated. Yeah, you're right. It does look like it moved. I'm either losing my mind. Wow. Which is very possible. Wow. Watch the shadow side of the candle warmer. Another shadow goes over it. Oh my God. You guys are freaking me out now. Hold on. Appreciate it. Okay. Oh yeah, right there. I'm either losing my mind, which is very possible, or some. Okay. I'm either losing my mind. But I'm going to tell you anyway. First, congrats on that, William, and thanks for being part of this family for 2 months, brother. You are appreciated. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's the I'm either losing my mind, and there's no light there. Nothing. Nothing would have made anything move or shadow over. That's so weird. Holy shit. Look at the glass of the china cabinet. Back there? Oh, you guys are getting me now. Well, I guess it turned into Supernatural Friday anyway. I heard it unappreciated. Yeah. It may not be a haunting. Okay, let's see here. You guys aren't even going to believe me, I know. But I'm going to tell you anyway. First, congrats on that, William, and thanks for being part of this family for 2 months, brother. You are appreciated. Okay. I'm either losing my mind. That was weird. I know the TV's on in the living room, which could reflect off the glass right there. You guys aren't even going to believe me, I know. Oh, Jesus, really? But I'm going to tell you anyway. Congrats on that, William, and thanks for being part of this family for 2 months, brother. You are appreciated. That was the wrong time to do that.
No, that was the perfect time.
I'm either losing my mind, which is very possible, or some weird shit just happened to me. Very weird shit. Unreal. Unreal. Yeah, the shadows are from the TV in the back. Oh, I got you. The blue flame thing. How long have you been here?
Long enough.
Did you see all this shit?
Not really. I tried listening while we were there, but I couldn't hear a whole lot because I had to keep it quiet. So somebody said you got tapped or something.
Hey, watch this. Watch. And you tell me. Debbie from Crime Sleuth and recorded it on my phone and sent it, and it all like my voice changes and everything. I just got a very strange. It happened twice. Wow. Hey, wow, that was weird. You guys aren't even going to believe me, I know. But I'm going to tell you anyway. First, congrats on that, William, and thanks for being part of this family for 2 months, brother. You are appreciated. Right there's where my voice changed, and there was the higher pitch noise in the background, right behind it. That's what I felt, because watch me now. See it? Okay. It happened twice. And they're saying they saw this thing right here move, and my camera kept refocusing on for whatever reason. It's just weird. Yeah, there was like an EVP sound that came through in the background when I said appreciated. I could hear it from the speaker go higher pitched at the back, like overlaid. It's so weird. Yeah, like she said, either the camera moved or the burner moved, one of the two, but it definitely moved. That's visible. That
It's
is
just Angie,
so.
she's still there.
It probably is. Well, Angie was never at this house,
but
her stuff is here.
Well, there you go.
Makes me wonder. It literally felt like, you know how Junie has, like, when I've been live, she'll pop up behind me and go. Twice that happened. It felt just like it. So I turned, and I'm doing this. Like, where's she hiding? She hiding by the chair? She was in there. And you could see her moving around in there. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, if her stuff's there, then I bet. Yeah.
The wax burner's right here, Kim. The whole camera must have moved because it wasn't. Where the hell did it go? Why can't you see it now? Did the whole thing move?
Oh my gosh.
The whole thing must have moved.
Yeah, that's a big
That's
move.
weird. Hold on.
Hi, guys. Yeah, if he goes live tonight, that ought to be interesting. Me, Wisdom, and Paris Girl, and Josie, and Dinky. Hey, Gaia. Everybody doing good? The shadow. Oh, interesting.
They recorded this, sent it to me,
Hey, Lynn.
and my voice changed right before I looked to see what was touching me. And there's like a double layer, like my voice, and it gets deeper and then higher at the same time. You could see her in the camera in the other room.
Oh. Hey, Cassie.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Huh?
Okay, so next time you're on live, we're asking what its name is.
No.
Hi, Brandy.
No, we did this before. We did her full investigation.
I know, but that was weird. And like
Oh, I see. It's weird when it's touching you, but when we were in Downsville prison in the pitch dark basement, and
I would love to join Dago for a live ghost hunt. That would be a blast.
the point is I'm just a little weirded out right now.
well, it's okay. If it was gonna
And
lose, it would have done it by now.
my whole camera moved. There,
Hey,
you know that little wax
Kim.
burner thing that's sitting next to me?
Hey, party of 5.
You could see it in the stream, right? But when you look at the camera now, before that, it was moved all the way over and nobody touched it. And that's just creepy. I mean, I don't think it was anything bad. I didn't feel weird or bad or dark or nothing, but it was 2 little fingers that felt like touching my little shoulder, just like Judy.
I hear you, nothing half-assed.
Anyway, there's a ghost here, dear. How's your day going?
I'm done. At Walmart now.
Oh, cool.
Ghost is in me. Oh, look. Michael.
Okay. Sorry.
She thinks you're wackadoodle.
No. She's like, so just ask her who it is next time. None of this shit it never bothers her. Never has. That was just weird. What's up, Twizzle? Good to see you, buddy. Golf inspector, you too. That was weird. That was kind of cool. I was gonna do this last year. Maybe I'll do it, and I never got around to doing it before Halloween. Maybe I'll do the ghost hunt in here one night. And
oh, that's right. We were going to do that, weren't we?
Mm-hmm. If I can keep you up, that'd be kind of neat. But we got to be like quiet, and I can do the whole voice thing and all that stuff. Good to see you, Amanda. We can do that.
That would be cool.
I've said stuff before. Oh, we want to take that down. Oh, there you are. You're over there now. where I thought I've seen like shadows from I was sitting in there on my love seat, and I swear I saw something walk from this room into the kitchen a couple of times. That's like a shadow move, you know what I mean? And I'm like, you know, you see stuff out of the corner of your eye. That's what it was kind of like. So,
Yep. Well, and your house is how old?
very, very old, like 1918.
Yeah. Have you ever researched the history of it?
Not yet. I know it's an old farmhouse. That's what I do know that much. I just never got around to doing it. I should have done it. I know it's been owned. It was owned by there was a couple that lived here originally that the guy that grew up here as a child lives down the road. He's probably 70 years old now. And he told me that his parents owned the house until his mother died. She died here, and then the father got put into a nursing home and he died there. And then the guy that grew up as a child, he moved back in here when he became an adult. Trying to remember after his mother died, and then he moved in and took care of his father for a while, and then they had to put him in a nursing home because he got older, and he lives 2 houses down from me now. That's how I think that's what he said to me. Yeah. So then, like I said, it's an old farmhouse. And there used to be a big old barn over here to the right side of it. So I don't know.
Hey, Sandra.
Carol Ann, yeah, I know, right? That was just so weird. That was so very weird. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we will do the whole ghost hunt thing here one night as we get closer to Halloween. Just for the heck of it. See what happens. See if I can get any EVPs or anything. We'll see. No big deal. All right. Well, welcome, by the way.
Thanks.
And since you scared the hell out of me.
Hey, I put in chat, I'm on my way. So if you didn't see it, that's your
I was
fault.
too busy dealing with this weird stuff to even look at the chat. Jacqueline Keeley, good to see you. Oh, it ain't the black-eyed children. I know. If I seen them, I wouldn't even be sitting here with you guys. I'd have been gone.
Molly's getting ready to send you an email.
I'm scared. If I know what Molly just did, I can guarantee you. Let's see. And then I'll get back to what we were talking about.
She said it's loading. It will take a minute.
Thanks, everybody. Awesome AR. Good stuff, brother. And everybody for jumped in. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I bet that would be a trip.
Do what?
Seeing ghosts in prison?
That would be, well, I did the ghost hunt in the Moundsville Reformatory, and the Mansfield Reformatory as well. Thank you so much, Salty. Yes, we're getting all the documents together to talk about for sure. Sorry to get off track, guys. That really just took me off guard. Deborah, good to see you.
Right, AR. Those aren't the ones I'd want to hang out with either.
Yeah, right. Not the best, right? Yeah.
Nowhere to run in prison. Exactly, Michael.
Can't hide in too many places either.
Nope.
All right.
And did when I was a kid. I woke up and my great grandma was sitting on the end of my bed.
I'm sure that was interesting.
And I was like, oh. I woke up the next morning. I was like, man, that was a wild dream, and realized, start thinking about it. I was like, wait a minute, I wasn't dreaming.
You don't dream when you're awake.
Yeah.
Right, nothing. I get what you're saying.
16, I had a fight with my mom, and she said, if your dad would hear this, he would turn around in his grave. I told her, no, if he heard this, he would give me a sign that he stands by me. Aw. Yeah, it was pretty cool lit.
What the hell, Molly? You guys aren't even going to believe me, I know. But I'm going to tell you anyway. First, congrats on that, William. Okay.
Oh, cool, Deborah. My daughter's doing homeschooling online, so I've been kind of busy with that and work and YouTube, so I haven't had any time to do it lately. All right, you gotta show us. Come on. Can't have a reaction like that.
Okay.
Can I see the burner thing?
That's weird. You guys aren't even going to believe me, I know. But I'm going to tell you anyway. First, did you see that? Watch. Right when the arrow appears, watch this. Right in here. Did you see how the screen changed?
Uh-huh.
You guys aren't even going to believe me, I know. You guys aren't even going to believe me, I know. You guys aren't.
There's lighting or something changed back there, like a shadow or
A whole thing like moved. Yeah, that was weird. You guys aren't even going to believe me, I know. Interesting. But I'm going to tell you anyway. First, congrats on that, William, and thanks for being part of this family for 2 months, brother. You are appreciated.
it did kind of look like the treatment.
Do you hear the high-pitched voice with my voice? Okay, watch. Now, wait, listen. If you hear like a high-pitched, higher voice with my voice. Okay.
Mm.
Did you hear it? Okay.
Well, it said a female voice.
That's what I heard. Why did we just go so fast? Yeah, that sounded like a very high-pitched female voice. That's me on a binger, guys.
Diego's always on high speed. What are you talking about?
Camera adjust speed up.
But you don't ever see your camera move.
No.
because you can still see the burner there.
Right. And yeah. So weird.
Mm.
That was weird. Did you see me look to the left? Look. Right about here. See how I looked to the left was weird. I like it. There was such like I felt like something was there. It was weird.
You either heard something or seen something.
And then I felt that thing. You guys aren't even going to believe me. I know. But I'm going to tell you anyway. First, congrats on that, William, and thanks for being part of this family for 2 months, brother. You are appreciated. 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 I'd like to know what the other voice is saying. Interesting. Thank you, Molly. Nice to know. Play it again. Okay, one more time. I just pulled it down. Hold on. Let's do it again. This is it. That was weird. You guys aren't even going to believe me, I know. But I'm going to tell you anyway. First, congrats on that, William, and thanks for being part of this family for 2 months, brother. You are appreciated. 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 I don't think so.
Looking at the china cabinet back there for a minute when it plays. Is there a shadow in that, or is it me?
That was weird. You guys aren't even going to believe me, I know. But I'm going to tell you anyway. First, congrats on that, William, and thanks for being part of this family for 2 months, brother. You are appreciated. 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 Okay.
You can just see it all over your face. Okay, now.
That's exactly what it was. Like, what is going on? There is a white dot lower down than the cabinet, like an orb. See? You guys are seeing all this stuff. What's up, Eddie?
So let me ask, is the reflection in the, I'm assuming that's a china cabinet?
Yeah, there's a TV going in the living room. Juniper's in and what?
Yeah.
That's
I
got
thought I could see Juniper in the TV, but that wouldn't explain what I saw that looked like a shadow.
No. No. The high-pitched voice while you're saying appreciate. Yeah, that's pretty. You can you can definitely hear that. Yeah. Orb. Wow, this one's going to be. This video is definitely going to be flagged for the highlights for the end of the year. The dining room. You saw an orb in the dining room? That was weird. You guys aren't even going to believe me, I know. But I'm going to tell you anyway. First, congrats on that, William, and thanks for being part of this family for 2 months, brother. You are Appreciate. 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 Okay.
No, very weird though. And yes, Jacqueline, something did touch his left shoulder. He thought it was his granddaughter, but she's in the other room watching TV. Hey, buddy. I didn't catch the orb, but it doesn't mean it wasn't there. I just didn't catch it. Yeah, he's a little freaked out, I'm sure. Oh, Jacqueline, who knows? He comes, he goes. I swear I'm gonna make that a song, but I'm not singing today. Sorry. Eddie, I wouldn't say it's haunted, but I'm sure there's some spirits around. And you're muted still.
I wasn't talking.
Oh. It looked like it, so you
Wasn't
just mad
doing
because I scared you.
All right, moving on. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract everybody. But by the way, my coffee machine's working again.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
I have no idea how. The water thing, everything started working again. So whatever this ghost did it's got to be here. I'm back. Yes, I'm back. Sorry. I'm gonna remix the ghost voice EVP into a beat and add some spook. Okay, Deb. There you go. All right. Let's check this one out. This is just from 2 days ago, so little update here.
11, we're getting fresh insight into these latest developments that are coming in the Delphi murders case. Attorneys for Richard Allen, who's the man charged with killing Abby Williams and Libby German back in 2017, tonight are saying they have evidence that investigators lied and tried to hide information. Our Emily Longnecker spent tonight poring over these new documents, taking them to a legal expert to help us break it down. Emily?
Well, Scott, Richard Allen's defense lawyers say Allen didn't kill Abby Williams and Libby German, but people practicing the pagan religion of Odinism did. And then investigators not only brushed aside crime scene evidence supporting that theory, but also tried to hide it.
At the end of the day, the prosecutor's role is to seek the truth and seek justice.
Defense attorney and former Marion County prosecutor Katie Jackson Lindsay has one word for claims from Richard Allen's defense lawyers that investigators withheld and hid evidence that could prove Allen's innocence.
The best word I can keep coming up with is disturbing.
Allen's attorneys claim police ignored crime scene evidence that the teens were killed in a ritualistic sacrifice after consulting a Purdue professor who told them there was no evidence to support that. In court documents filed today, Allen's attorneys say in a recent interview that same professor contradicted what investigators told the defense just last month. According to the defense, the professor told investigators, quote, after viewing the pattern of sticks on the girls, that it was a given that someone was trying to replicate a Germanic rune script, possibly associated with Odinism.
And you missed what Jennifer Hackenkopfer said. She was on the last video we watched, and she came out and said, you know how we saw the blood, what it looked like that was in the shape of the F on the tree?
Mm-hmm.
And then the sticks, right?
Right.
So Jennifer said, well, I don't really believe that that's what it was. I think that the killer may have just wiped his hand on the tree like that.
Are you serious?
And then said, and then it gets better. And then she said, and that's just maybe how the sticks fell.
Oh my gosh.
They fell like that. They fell down on top.
Yeah.
They were clean. They were clean cut. They were clean cut and fell that way. And that specifics, yeah. Joe Shirky, thank you, sir. Orbs all over the place. That one just like, whatever, Jen, moving on. You can do it, Debbie. It'd be fun. It'd be fun. And I saw in the Discord what you guys sent. That's awesome. So, moving on. I just wanted to tell you that to catch you up real quick.
That analysis, say Allen's lawyers, was backed up by a Harvard expert. Allen's attorneys claim investigators knew the Purdue professor's name, but tried to hide it from their defense team, and also misled the Carroll County prosecutor by telling him they didn't know the professor's name or where to find him. All of it proof the defense claims that investigators misled a judge to get a search warrant for Richard Allen's home. Now a judge must consider more than 150 pages of court documents and decide if the information in them, including the theory the girls were killed as part of a ritual sacrifice, supports that request.
It's this judge's responsibility to say, is the omitted information egregious enough, significant enough, relevant enough that it is likely that it would have changed that judicial officer's decision. And that's a high burden for the defense to make.
So here's what's next. A judge will decide whether the defense has a credible argument and whether there needs to be a hearing to consider possibly throwing out evidence police collected from Allen's home. Scott?
So they're talking about throwing out the evidence that was collected from the home. Interesting. Now what, Molly? Did you find something else? Next thing you know, I'm gonna have some monster or something behind me.
What was that noise?
Was my house breathing?
Excuse me?
You're not even gonna believe me, I know. But I'm gonna tell you anyway. First, congrats. Okay, she sent me another one real quick. Let me show you this one now. You guys aren't even gonna believe me, I know. But I'm gonna tell you anyway. First, congrats on that, William, and thanks for being part of this family for 2 months, brother. You are. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Okay. Okay. It gets weirder and weirder. Interesting. Yes, the Frank's hearing date we need to get. Yeah, for right now.
Okay.
Thank you, Molly. Again. So back. Oh, what am I doing? I gotta get out of there now. Okay. And there too.
William, it's the YouTuber. What's her first name? Ruby Frank.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Molly sent that too. This is what I see with the logs and the way the bodies were placed. Okay. Interesting. That is the one scenario, yes. Okay. I know the one sign symbol stands means the like cattle. See faces everywhere. Okay then.
But William, sorry, it's Ruby Frank. She was a YouTuber. She had like 2 million followers, and she abused her kids.
Yeah.
You're welcome, hon.
All right, moving forward. Hold up. All right. Oh.
Caden probably just got home. Yeah, a little bit ago.
Oh, well, that's
3.
awesome.
My kids.
I wish Heather was in here. Very awesome. Good to know. So I just got an email. I'm not talking about anything, just to follow up that whole scenario I told everybody about with Heather Bear and all that. Remember that?
Why is your light so bright? Good Lord.
It's my screen because it's white, and these are big monitors.
So go dark screen.
How do you do that on the? Can I do that?
Yeah, but probably don't have time to do it right now.
Okay. Anyway, I got another email from that lady herself, her secretary, and everything, making sure that we read that thing yesterday. So that is 100% what that was. So that's good for Heather and me. So that's good stuff too. I just got that. That's weird. All right, let's see. Moving forward.
Right, Twiz. Who needs a ring light when you have monitors?
Yeah, these are bright. The backgrounds are bright. That's about right. Quiz.
Yeah, we'll get that fixed.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll figure something out with that. Now, and we did a poll before you came back. I put up a poll. Is Richard Allen the one that did this?
Mhm.
80% said no and 20% said yes.
Cool.
And like I said, my theory on it is if he is not in, I don't think he is involved, but if he is, then he was at the very bottom of the bottom poll, totem
Yeah.
pole. You know what I mean? So
Yes, William, he loves his new monitors.
I love everything. A couple games. I was in here when I was talking to Molly and Mama Bear. We were cleaning everything out yesterday or day before yesterday. There's a game out, you guys. It's a PC game. It's called Demonology. It's about like a game for like ghost hunting. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Never seen it. Like, it makes me want to become a gamer. That's how cool it looked. All right.
And then I went and told him that there was like crime scene investigation games and things like that. And he's like, "There's what?"
She should have never done that. She should have never done that. Now I'm like looking at all sorts of things. You gonna load for me? Come on. All right. So getting
Mhm. Wow, Gaia, that's a lot. Just thinking about studying demonology makes my head hurt. Right, Kim? Ridiculous. Nelly, you watching his back for him? That's a good way to look at it, Gaia. I'd have to like have like that's like my two monitors that I have now. I'd have to have like the book on one monitor and like Google Dictionary on the other because I probably wouldn't understand a lot of the words that was in there. Be like, what? Klondike? What is Klondike? Yeah, he's
my
playing
wife is
peekaboo.
a comedian.
Is your wife again?
All right, all right, all right, all right.
Sorry.
Where is it? Okay. All right. So, did anybody have anything they wanted to speak on in regards to this today at all? Now I keep shutting this thing down because there's people that keep walking in here. Anybody at all? Anybody
But
want
that
to
was
speak and
the
roll on
whole
it?
point of you moving in there so that people wouldn't be on the camera anymore.
Hmm. Let me see. All right. So let's see here. So that's what's going on with it. We're moving forward with this, by the way, guys. I guess nobody had anything they wanted to say about it today, and that's okay. Come next week, we're gonna be hitting it pretty good. And somewhere in there, Bonnie Bailey, good to see you. Lynn, GMB, January 8th to court. Am I famous now? I don't know, buddy.
What?
Next week we're going to be picking up a lot more on this, a lot more detailed stuff. I didn't have a chance really to get it together, but I want to get a lot of stuff together. But we're going to be over the weekend. Salty said she's getting some stuff together, so on and so forth.
Molly's been doing some digging, I think.
A
So
lot more stuff.
yeah.
That way. Like I said, I should be live tonight. Everything goes well, and hopefully, I don't know exactly what we're going to be doing, but it'll be a lot more enjoyable than just regular true crime stuff. Did you do something? Are you in here, Mama Bear?
Yeah. Right here.
Maybe not. Okay.
Can you not hear me?
You there? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you not hear me?
Now I can. I don't see fire. When you went into the control thing place back there, was there anything messed up in there? Did you have to do something to change something for Salty to get the thing to go through?
No, Salty was easy. It didn't sound very nice, did it? And sorry about that, hon. Firefly was a little bit tricky.
Why? What was going on with it?
I don't know. I had to go to her actual channel and highlight, copy, and paste her channel. No, I had to actually put in the channel URL to get it to take.
So did Fireflies take?
Yeah, she's blue. She's been blue for a while.
Oh, I haven't been able to see her since way earlier. I still don't see her.
Where are you at, Firefly? There she is.
Where? Ah. Oh yeah, she's blue. Okay. So what do you think it wasn't doing it in here?
I don't know. It's really weird though.
Kim said, "Don't call Salty easy."
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's okay. I hope you're ready on this case, Eddie. Yes, I'm glad to see them. They're good to go. We're good to go that way.
Yes, Michael 007. So do we.
Mm-hmm. Nice to have it back.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, nobody's really got much to say, guys. Like I said, that's kind of a teaser, bringing everybody up to date as to what we're doing, where we're going. Get your
Sorry.
pens and what's the matter?
Dinky made a comment. He said, "I'm pretty easy, just saying." And then you're like, and that was just a little teaser. And I'm like, oh my God.
Stop teasing everybody, Dinky. Great.
Dago is a teaser.
I know. I'm a tease. I've been told before. It's okay. He's Master General. Get your pens and your papers and your notebooks and all that stuff together. Next week we're hitting Delphi, like the good stuff. This was just my son just disappeared. Did he really? He probably went into the kitchen. He's getting ready. They got they have a football game tonight.
Mm.
I don't know anything about Delphi. Don't worry, Miss Willow. We will get you caught up quick.
Yeah.
I can promise you that. There's a lot to it. She went diving last night. As soon as I mentioned about the other things, she was in it. Salty's been in it. Firefly's in it. Mama Bear started getting into it. I started getting into it. So we're getting into it. This coming week. There's a lot to it and a lot more weird stuff than there should be. Twizzle with the should we connect tonight? Yeah. You guys can both. I have both your numbers, so you guys can both call me, and you guys can set that up to get the whole phone thing going. However you wanted to do that. That way we can get Eddie back in here too. That would be great. Thank you again for that offer, Twizzle. And Eddie, we'll get things together. Heather's doing okay. Yes, she's fine. Like I said, she's just taking a little bit of time to get away, and then she'll be back. This other thing will make her even happier when she's ready. Posted the docs showing the professor's name by the defense on October 3rd. If you've heard of that channel. Oh yeah, I know. I'm a member in there, Debbie.
They
Professor
just
is
go so
Dr.
late, we don't get a chance to go over there.
Yeah, that's what sucks. I don't get to see him that much. Oh, I know, Kels. You're okay, hon. So, like I said, guys, start looking into it now because we got a lot. Yeah, I love having Jesse come in here. I really do. I appreciate Jesse popping in, Debbie popping in, Crime Sleuth-in. Oh my God, I almost called him A-Rod. J-Rod coming in here. I was thinking of AR.
Oh.
And J-Rod at the same time, and it just A-Rod. So, Sherry, quit it. That's not even nowhere near nothing like that stuff. Maybe 25 years ago. But Mountain Mama, good to see you. Oh, that's awesome. But yeah, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for helping me to get my head back on the right way and getting going. Delphi Gate really gets. I agree, Carolyn. I agree. You guys saw today A.R. Hayes. That's right. Thank you, Firefly. So, no, she's not blue yet. She's not blue over here, but she's blue. Oh, forget it. Ignore me.
Okay, I usually do.
I'm such a dipshit. Mr. Bean Kitty. Kitty. What are you doing? What are you doing? You can't hear me.
Nope. Okay, I'm getting love and attention while the dog is outside.
Oh, yeah, the mojo is back, Michael. Faux show.
Thank you.
Yes, she is, William. Yes, she is. Like I said, I couldn't do this without her. And Molly and Mike and everybody else in here. You guys are great. I love you guys. So I think that's going to do it for today, guys. We're about right at 3 hours. If I want to go live tonight, I got to keep it broken up the right way. I'm trying to bring these streams to a normal time limit. Unless something crazy is going on, then of course we'll drag it out a little bit more. Tonight we'll be out here doing whatever we're going to do. I don't know yet. I haven't decided, but one way or another, it'll be good. I can give it to him, Eddie. Either way, whatever you want to do, buddy. If you want to call, you can call, but I can just send him your number. Either way. Actually, you know what? Call, because I don't have you programmed in my phone, Eddie, like that. So send me a text and say, hey, it's me again. And that way I'll have that pulled up like to the front. And then I can just send it to Twiz that way. That should work. American Indian Sweat Lodge Ceremony. No, but I've seen those, Reverend Cynthia. Pretty wild. Absolutely, Michael. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys very much. I look forward to seeing some of you guys tonight for sure. I hope if those of you that I don't, guys, have an amazing weekend, please. Oh, hold on. Molly wants me to check the email first. I'm saying, scared to death. Lord knows what she found now.
Dinky, I doubt it. He has a hard enough time using regular text, let alone WhatsApp.
No, I don't use WhatsApp right now. Do I need to?
Sweat. What?
Somebody else told me to start using Patreon too, or something like that. I don't know. Oh no, that's the last one. Did you send me another one, Molly?
William Tardy, Sweat Lodge, not Sweat Hog. Sweat Lodge.
Sweat Hog.
What time are you gonna go tonight?
Trying to go by like 8:30. Trying. Mama Bear is always savage. Besides it, Molly, I didn't get an email yet.
I just played nice and sweet and innocent when we're live.
How many of you guys believe that though when she plays that way? Don't make her mad. She got a mouth.
Everybody does.
You guys think she's so sweet? Get her mad. See what happens. Listen to her mouth. Bad words come out. Bad words. Bad. She scared me a couple times. Like, did you just say that? Whoa.
I don't know, Danger, do you?
I wouldn't want to be the one to find out. That's all I'm telling you. Molly said, yes, I did. Okay. Oh, and there it is, finally. Thank you, Molly. Okay, what do we got now? Let's see here. Another ghost. But really? Ass hat. All right, Eddie, that'll work. Yes. 4863. That was it. Oh, Molly is a comedian today, too. You're a funny girl, Miss Molly. Yep. Mama Bear is a sweetheart. She sure can be when she wants to be. I just said don't make her mad.
Yeah.
Everybody and their mother's calling me today. Oh, no problem, buddy. Eddie, no problem at all. All right, well, there you go, folks. There's our Molly and her lovely work. So again, like I said, everybody, please get your notebooks, your pens, your papers. Everybody's getting everything together to move forward with the Delphi stuff. There's a lot to look at, a lot to look into, per se. And we're going to do it. That would be funny to have a t-shirt with that pic on. I agree with you, Jen. I hope you guys enjoyed the info today. I enjoyed being back with you guys today. I can't wait for tonight. I don't know. And I can't wait for next week to get this thing rolling too. Because like I said, folks, there's somebody talking about me. My nose is itching like crazy.
Molly said play it, so it must not be a picture.
Oh, it's a video? It didn't have a play button. I didn't. Oh, yes, it does. I'm sorry. Oh, God. I can only imagine what this is. But that was bad enough. Here we go. Is that really the face that I made?
That's awesome. Good job, Molly. Oh, and there's the spider dropping down. Yeah.
Yes, Molly, it's playing. There's no music. If there was supposed to be music, there isn't any. I will say this, though, guys. I'm glad to see everybody in the Discord, the way everybody's been relating to each other, getting along, sharing things. That's the way I like it. And it's back, and I enjoy it. Welcome to this. You know, we got a couple other people that are in Discord that popped in new before the new rules went in. Michael 007 is in there now. It's great to see you. Boo, you scared me. Don't dive. So I'm glad things are back in the saddle the way they're supposed to be. I'm super excited for that. I'm super excited for You Can't Breathe. Stop laughing. It's your fault. Evie Marie, yes, everything's back to where it's supposed to be, and we're moving forward with it all. And thank you all for your support again, and just being here and just being you guys. So again, that's some of the new stuff on Delphi that we're going forward with, guys. There's some new crazy stuff there. Next week, Wednesday, I think, we're supposed to get together and we're going to start covering, we're going to go over the frat sonority scenario in Idaho, as we promised. We might have to go out and come back in, Molly. But yeah, we're going to cover the frats in Idaho and sororities, I think, and go through that scenario. That's next Wednesday, or this Wednesday coming up. Yeah, next Wednesday. Sorry. So be prepared for that. Be careful in Discord. DJ claims he has. Whatever. I don't care what he says. Sad little man. But thank you, Dinky. Thank you, Dinky. And that's it. That's it, guys. Friday night. I'll be live tonight. So if you're bored, come hang with me. I don't know how much a mama bear will get because you know she's got a bedtime, but that's okay. She deserves it. The rest of us will be in there doing what we're doing. Molly better be there. Hopefully Mikey can be there. We'll see what happens. But I'm looking forward to that too. I love you guys. Don't forget, guys, to love yourselves and love each other. Please don't change a thing about yourselves. Welcome to the new team members. And thank you all for being here and supporting us today. We love you guys so very much. I'll see you so very soon. Thanks, Mama Bear. And all mods, you rock and roll. I love you guys. I'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Have a good weekend. If I don't see you tonight, I will see you sometime next week.
She likes to sneak in.
Yeah.
We're going to be live tonight, Wildfire. We'll be live. All right, folks. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.